You start your fires just to watch them burn. Sparks and lighters go until it hurts. Just how many flames is gonna be enough? What's it gonna take to give it up? 'Cause I can't sit back, watch it go, burning down into ash so fast. If I know, would have been a fire burner, 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 fire burner. Fire burner.
With the UR22 Mark II, Steinberg presents a new version of its famed USB audio interface from the award-winning UR range. Like its predecessor, it features 2 inputs and 2 outputs, 2 D-Pre Class A mic preamps, and 1 high-impedance input, while giving you monitoring with no latency and incredible audio quality at 24-bit 192 kHz resolution, all in a virtually indestructible steel case. The Mark II version adds connectivity with the iPad, allowing you to produce music on an iOS app, such as the included Cubasis LE mobile music production application for iPad. First, let's take a look at the inputs and outputs. This compact size interface sports all connectivity needed for small recording setups. The front panel has 2 combo sockets for connecting a 1/4-inch jack or an XLR plug, each with a D-Pre mic preamp, gain knob, and peak LED. Both inputs feature 48-volt phantom power. This means you can connect not only dynamic microphones or line sources, but also studio condenser mics, which can be recorded at up to 192 kHz and 24 bits. In terms of audio quality, that's as good as it gets. Input 2 also has a high impedance input that connects directly to electric guitars and basses. The D-Pre mic preamps are featured on high-end Yamaha and Steinberg Studio equipment. They have a solid rich low end and smooth detailed high end and a wide, natural dynamic response. That also makes them very versatile because the D-Pre gives you an outstanding sound quality across the dynamic spectrum, be it capturing the massive roar of a guitar amp or the delicate sound of a classical instrument. This preamp will reproduce the qualities of your voice or instrument with astounding accuracy. Headphone levels are controlled independently from the main mix with dedicated controls for each. This gives you the routing flexibility you need to handle all your input and output sources, just as you would in a recording studio. The mix control lets you set the relative level of the signal coming from the software and the signal coming in from the inputs, which has no latency, a very handy feature in many recording scenarios. Now let's focus on the rear panel. On the right are 2 balanced line-level outputs to connect a pair of active studio monitors or an amplifier connected to a pair of studio speakers. Right next door is the MIDI port that lets you connect drum machines, drum pads, synthesizers, sound modules, controllers, or any other of the many music products out there that support the MIDI standard. The USB 2 port connects the UR22 Mark II to your computer. The drivers have been developed to make recording and playback rock solid, even when latencies are low or the computer's processor is under load. Connecting an iPad is easy with the Apple iPad Camera Connection Kit, or the Lightning to USB camera adapter. On the Mark II version, we have added an additional power input that feeds the unit. So when connected to an iPad, you can add an additional USB power source or portable battery pack, and even record up to 2 phantom-powered studio condenser microphones into your iPad. UR22 Mark II also comes with Cubasis LE, a music production app for iOS that turns your iPad into a recording and production studio. If you don't already own any music production software, the UR22 Mark II includes Cubase AI to get you recording, mixing, and producing music straight away with Mac computers and Windows PCs. And you don't have to configure anything. Just install Cubase AI and the USB drivers, and Cubase automatically connects to your UR22 Mark II. If you already run Steinberg's Cubase or any other major audio software package, we've also included ASIO, WDM, and Core Audio drivers. A USB interface that's rugged and compact, yet sounds amazing, that can connect to iPads, guitars, condenser microphones, MIDI gear, studio monitors, and headphones, has latency-free hardware-based monitoring, includes software music studios for PCs, Macs, and iOS, and all that at a very low price. If you thought that was impossible, well, the UR22 Mark II proves otherwise. Thanks for watching.
18i8 is the most versatile desktop interface in the Scarlett line. Whether it's multiple vocals, instruments, or any source you can think of, the 18i8 can handle it. 4 mic pre's or 4 instrument line combo jacks and another 4 line inputs on the back let you record 4 microphones and a variety of instruments like guitars or synths at the same time. Plus we've included SPDIF in and out if you want to digitally send to or receive from products like a digital recorder, and an optical input for an expansion box like Scarlett Octopre if you need to add more mics to your setup later on. There's also MIDI in and out to send MIDI information to and from your computer and your external MIDI gear. You have 2 balanced outputs to listen to your monitors and 2 separate headphone outputs, so you can give 2 different headphone mixes to 2 different people, like an artist and a sound engineer. The 18i8 has the lowest in-class round-trip latency and a USB connection, so you can capture the best performances possible when listening to playback. With professional quality 192K 24-bit conversion, recording for the Scarlett 18i8 can be used in hobby projects or professional music, TV, or films. Loads of free software, sampled content in both Live Lite and our special version of Pro Tools First makes it easy to go home and immediately begin creating. Purchase a Scarlett 18i8 knowing that you have the backing of the best tech support available, and your purchase is protected by a 2-year warranty. The Scarlett 18i8 is ideal for multi-person vocals, bands, or anyone who needs to record a variety of sources at the same time, with options to expand the number of microphones down the road. Thanks for watching.